What's going on, everybody? It's Ted again here with the Countdown to the Geeks. Got another fantastic interview for you. One of the stars of the upcoming horror thriller The Sound is Rachel Finninger. How are you?
Hi, Ted. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
I love this movie, and also I spoke to Brendan about it because I'm starting to become a little bit more terrified of heights, and so this one really sort of um, threw me for just a whirlwind. Tell us about how you got involved with The Sound.
Yes, so I do have climbing experience in my background growing up, and that was definitely a prerequisite for casting was climbers, not necessarily to be professional world-class climbers, but for the actors to have some element of climbing experience because we really wanted the film to feel real and authentic and grounded. Of course, crazy stuff happens, but we wanted the actual sport of it all, the climbing, to be real. So I got involved because I just went, I had I did a what's it called? A
Audition?
self-tape. Yeah, a
Oh,
self-tape. I was looking for the word. A self-tape audition, sent it in and talked a little bit about my climbing experience. And Brendan and I really connected. And I love the role of Kristen, so I was just honored to get it for sure.
yes, and I'm gonna try and be careful with spoiling anything because there's so many twists and turns in this movie, and I did not anticipate where you guys were going to take us. But tell us about some of the obstacles and challenges you faced. Now, I understand you guys weren't probably up 1,000 feet on a cliffside the entire time, but there must have been at least some days where you guys put in just a lot of energy, a lot of effort, getting some of these shots.
Yes, so there is again, no spoilers, but there's a stunt sequence in the film. And I did do all my own stunts for the sequence. And it involved like tornado kicks and blocks and tackles and tosses. And I was, hanging from ropes from the ceiling doing like it was awesome. So I knew climbing. I got climbing down, but that was an element that was a challenge for me, which I readily took on. And our stunt coordinators were great. And at the time, they were like, "Are you sure you don't want to double?" And I was like, "Listen, if it's going to be at the expense of the film because I'm not convincing enough, then please get me a double. But this is something I really want to try to do." And so we trained. All of my breaks on set, I wasn't sitting in my trailer. I was on the crash pad with the stunt crew between takes,
Wow.
practicing my sequence. And I think it came off looking great and convincing. And yeah, super proud of that.
I know what you're talking about with scene, and yes, it was pretty epic, pretty amazing, and I'm so glad that you sort of kind of really found the energy and the motivation to really make this come to life and pull it off. It was great. You guys had such a great ensemble. It's a big cast in this one. Talk about sort of the camaraderie you guys developed and the rapport working on a project like this one.
It is so rare to have a cast of, there was like six core cast members that were on for most of the shoot. And it is so rare to have chemistry between all six, right? There was genuinely no ego on set, and these people are still some of my best friends to this day. And we're like trying to plan cast reunions every year. And we're trying to like, Brendan, please make a sequel. We just wanted to have another summer camp again because it was truly the best summer camp of my life filming this film. So the dynamic between the cast, I hope it translates on screen, our chemistry, but behind the scenes as well. I mean, we're just the best of friends.
This movie is about a group of extreme climbers that come across something they were not anticipating, and all hell breaks loose. Why don't you give us a great tip for anyone that wants to sort of get into climbing? How should they start? Where should they begin?
I would say the best tip is it's not a solo sport. It is best done with a team. And it's really great if you can work with someone that knows a lot about climbing because there's also many different types of climbing. There's trad climbing, there's sport climbing, there's all different types of, there's multi-pitch. And so it's working with someone who, and that's the thing about climbers. It's not a closed off community. Everyone's so open and willing to teach. So if you find a local gym, a local climbing gym, you're going to find people there that also will plan trips to go out to like, Red Rocks, or some people go to like Majorca and places that have great, rock faces and big walls. And you can tag along and learn so much from them. Even if you only go up 50 feet, something that you're not able to do on your own. So that would be my biggest advice is find a good climbing community. They're everywhere, they're open, they're welcome, they're willing, and make sure to do it with a group and not on your own.
Perfect advice. I love it. The movie is The Sound. It's in select theaters and video on demand. Want to thank you so much, Rich, for talking to me. I always love talking to a fellow Texan. So
Where are
congrats
you
on the.
from?
We're here based in San Antonio.
Oh, cool. Yes. Well, I love it. Don't mess with Texas.
I love it as well. Go check out The Sound when it drops. Rachel, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ted.